stay away. I haven't been doing a Shadiversity in a minute, and, you know, he's kind of boring, but then sometimes, you know, it's like, well, now I gotta watch him. So he's back on Night's Watch. The following controversy video is the new God of War game with girl bad now, cause girl in it?
Wife of War.
Oh, yeah, the new God.
Wife of War? If you called this Wife of War, I feel like it really wouldn't explain what the game is. But you could have a worse thing. I know that he was making that a pejorative because women are gross and we don't like them around here. Girls bad. Right? Frame up, boys. We're MGTOW or whatever.
The war game?
The new God of War game. What is your impression when you see a picture? This is the...
By the way, stolen valor for having Ryan Gosling's Ken avatar here. I've mentioned it one other time. This is stolen valor as fuck. You are not Knuff, sir.
Protagonist, by the way. The new God
And
of
so
War.
she like a... She reminded me instantly of Dave Chappelle. Suck your dick for $5, man.
Oh,
Yeah. Too.
Okay, we're gonna keep moving. I'm not gonna dwell on this. We got a lot to get
She's a
through.
meth head, and we've seen the real actress who they modeled
Brush it off.
her on, and
Yes.
she's like, you know, she's a beautiful woman, and then they come over here and they make her look like a crackhead.
Oh, okay. So that's what you're saying. We're sexualizing the character, and we are sexualizing crackheads. I guess also saying Deborah Ann Wool isn't a good-looking person, and the design is bad, I guess. Okay, so here's the game we're talking about. They're taking for granted that everyone's seen it. Honestly, the original PlayStation games, ass in my opinion. Although conceptually, some of the stuff was cool. Like, I think the lore in the world was cooler than the games were. I didn't really fuck with the originals. The new ones on next-gen consoles, very, very good. I don't finish a lot of games, and Sarah can attest to this. I finished the first God of War, and I intend to finish the Ragnarok next time I feel like playing a console game for that long. Wait a second. This isn't Mormon heaven. That's why he's mad. The little fairy? It's like a little moth fairy thing.
Kratos!
So, Deborah Ann Wool has been the wife character, like, the whole time. So it's just a carryover, and now she's getting her own game. And she's the protag. She's also, if you don't know, really big in the tabletop RPG space, and you know, D&D and lots of fantasy stuff. So it's also really cool for her and for fans of the genre. So how is this lame at all? It's a girl. It's lame because it's a girl.
Like, here is the model, the character model. Okay. And then someone of like this, and then we were just covering like a kind of concerning use of AI. We're going to see an appropriate use of AI. And
he's already on AI. We're 1 minute into his fucking spiel, and he's already like, AI is good. He doesn't talk to his brother anymore because of this shit. So I guess we're gonna get an AI edit when he clicks over here. He's gonna get some kind of AI filter on this. And he's going to say it looks better or something because he finds it more sexually appealing for some reason, which is not the fucking point of this game.
to actually give her the face of the actress. And it's the actress who plays Karen Page in Daredevil, right? And so this is what they made, but this is what they could have made to make her look more like the actress. And it's like,
Yeah, so that looks better.
No, thank you? What? This is awful. This looks like dog shit. I'm glad that these guys don't make art. Like, they just don't make art, so there's no reason to worry that we're going to have to deal with video games that Shadiversity has final say on. But my fucking God, the lack of taste in men in this space is so astounding.
Better, like all the way around.
way better.
They took away all like the weird plastic surgery, the meth addiction.
Yeah. Right?
Actually, like
It's
a
like-
normal. This looks weird. This doesn't
I know.
look like a normal person. This looks like a normal person.
I disagree. What?
Not this one, but the other one.
Oh, this one?
This was like a normal person.
Guy who refuses to show his own face on camera. Like, are you for real right now? Like, that Shad has the confidence to be a tiny little window on this screen is surprising.
Yes, I guess there's context and layers to discuss about this, right? Because
Please,
you're right, there is
the
something
layers.
unnatural about this, and she does look like, a crackhead. And at the same time,
She doesn't look like a crackhead. She just died. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, they're upset. They're upset she's like a badass, I guess. They're upset she looks like a woman? I don't... Trying to get a shot. Like, what is upsetting about this? I hate in movies and stuff when women are doing, or any media really, when women are doing like stuff where they would get dirty or fucked up or they wouldn't look perfect, and then obviously they have everything is perfect to the T, like every strand of hair is combed, and it's just for the set and it's for the movie. It takes me fucking out of it. I love that they're doing this shit. Like, I don't want her to be like fucking done up like a fucking AI porn bot or whatever the fuck these guys are into. I want her to just be the character she is. Like, I like this kind of shit. I think it's great. It has nothing to do with attraction or sexual, like, it's irrelevant. I don't know why they always have to, like, be hard when they play a video game. Like, if I'm not rock hard while I'm playing a video game, that's normal, right? Like,
I think what they were going for is like middle-aged average woman appearance. I think that's legitimately what they were intentionally going for and trying to pick. And we see this repeatedly in so many...
show us a picture of your fucking wife right now. Show us a picture of your wife. Do we have a picture of Shad's wife on the internet? Is that a thing that you can put up right here? Like, has he posted that before? Is she a public figure that goes on his fucking stream sometimes? Like, does she know the shit he says? Like, holy shit, is she gonna be ripped apart by his description of how women ought to look? His wife uses AI filters? Oh my fucking god.
Modern games, and we've covered this repeatedly on Night's Watch over and over again because it's a constant trend. This is just the most recent example proving everything I was saying, and it's like they have something legitimately against. They take issue with traditional beauty standards.
I think the issue here is that traditional beauty standards don't apply to you. Like, you're not a traditionally beautiful man, clearly. They don't apply to your wife, your fucking offspring, or anything that happens there. They don't apply to most of you fucking losers. And it's something you profess must happen in all of your fiction for some reason, and it's just so odd. And all of your reality. You can't be a normal-looking person to this guy, or he's just like, you're a fucking hag. Without ever looking at his own reflection, did he break all the mirrors in his own house, or what? Surely he must look at his own face in the fucking camera when he edits these stupid fucking videos. Shad's wife is also a fuck-ass chud. Don't defend her, Chad. She is a chud.
Oh, like the standard, attractive features that people generally appreciate in media and advertising. Traditionally, in advertising, like look at beauty care products and fashion. The models. What's the stereotypical thing about models? That models are meant to look amazing. They're meant to be knockouts and everything.
I don't think that's ever been true. I think most models have looked usually very visually distinct and kind of different. And like, yeah, we call it beauty or something sometimes. But like, I mean, I think if you line up a bunch of like supermodels and like people that do, you see their face at fucking Sephora or whatever on the ads for the makeup. Like, some of them are like very unique looking people and not like a traditional, like they don't look like this. They don't look like this AI fucking picture that you're describing. Like, they have like freckles and gap teeth and express themselves uniquely. It's not like none of the things that he's saying are actually what's happening. Also, this does look like a kind of a child, like basically like just out of high school. It's technically legal.
Attractive people attract people's eyes, both men and women, more. You look at the...
Okay, then go fucking smash your face with a hammer like clavicular and go look smacks then. Don't spike your cortisol by watching the ladies on screen. I know how stressful that can be.
Advertisement media, if it's got an attractive person more often, and it gives higher chance of actually selling it, especially if it's like fashion where you're
Higher chance of selling it. This is something. Do you remember that guy that was really upset about the D&D drama? We made a video about that. He was. This is a similar thing. He's like, listen to him.
more often, and it gives higher chance of actually selling it, especially
Like, you don't care about the business. You're not worried that people are gonna like it or something. You're shitting on it. You're not like, oh, well, now this game won't sell 1 million more copies, which I was worried about. That's not true. It's just a false argument. Why even pretend that you care?
if it's like fashion where you're showing what a dress might look like on,
I think if they make a badass game, it's going to sell great. And it looks pretty great. Like all the other games have been good. So
a gorgeous figure and beautiful person.
Ugh.
And it's trying to say that the lie is that you could, any average woman or any average person could look like this if you use an X beauty product or X thing. And that's not necessarily true. But the thing that people do play out, the promise that, people kind of latch onto is that you could look better using X beauty product or wearing this dress. And if it's a really nice dress, that's true. You could look really good in that dress. You might not look as good as the model, but some people do.
Jesus fucking Christ. It's kind of a meta commentary on his wife, I think, here.
And then others to look better in it. But the idea that humans, both men and women, like to look at attractive people because we see average people in our normal lives all the time.
Is this the part where you try to deflate your own culpability and how gross you're being by saying, oh, I'm an average looking guy, which is, let's be honest, not necessarily the case. Slightly below, I'd say.
Like the exceptionally beautiful people are, the minority usually. Like, look, I'm an average looking guy.
What'd I fucking say? What'd I fucking say? No, you're not. Sorry, buddy. They would never say this about old men in Game of Thrones. Well, the traditional beauty standards are different from men.
I'm not Henry Cavill ripped or anything like that.
Henry Cavill ripped. I think some men think if they are ripped, then that makes them handsome.
Those are the exceptions, which is why generally movie stars and everyone like that are attractive people, generally speaking. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's reflecting an ideal, something to aspire to, right? And
something to aspire to? Your bones? Oh, yes. If I didn't have Deborah Ann Woll to aspire to be, how will I enjoy this game? The fuck are you talking about? Play the game or don't, man. These fucking middle-aged, almost over middle-aged men. These guys are like fucking well done on the steak menu. These guys need to shut the fuck up and try hard to make their own art without AI. Like, make your own art. It's just so bad.
And it's also what the market wants. People like looking at attractive people.
Again, with the market, I don't give a fuck. Make art that speaks to you and is good in quality, and people will like it.
Because we look at normal people
the market
all the time.
Guy obsessed with his dwindling subscription numbers and views and shit.
I in the mirror.
Like, how many views does this have? Yikes. It's getting 100 views an hour. I bet we will eclipse this.
Every day.
Walk outside, yeah.
Right, exactly. I
get more views on a Shadiversity video than Shadiversity gets on a video of his own. What the fuck?
James Bond to look like me. I don't want James Bond to be fat like me. I want James Bond to be
You're like a
awesome.
neckbeard fedora James Bond.
Yeah, see? It's not fucking weird for me to say it if I like lampshade and say, "Look, I'm an ugly fucking loser." I don't want to look at other ugly fucking losers like me. Okay.
I how depressing and I want James Bond to represent an ideal. That's what the escapism is. That's what the fantasy is.
I'm pretty sure, by the way,
I disagree. Not every story has to be about an ideal. Like Uncut Gems, not a story about an ideal guy. Like there's so many. Would he even argue, maybe he would because he's a Nazi. Would he argue that his main character, Nazi self-insert character, is ideal? If a story doesn't tell me what good and bad, how I learn? I don't know. I personally like to write my stories where each character's point of view thinks that they're right, and you get to decide who's really right. Maybe multiple characters. I don't know. Yes, indeed, his self-insert does have rape fantasies involved. Yes.
That if you did cast like a fat neckbeard as James Bond, seriously, men would not watch it. Men would not watch it.
Men would not watch it.
Meanwhile, all the women want all the female characters in games to look hideous or like crackheads or something.
Only the activists and the people making it want them to look like this. Women.
Only the activists and the people making them? Only the artists and activists? Only people who care about politics and make art? Only those people?
The big loud activists.
Yeah. Women generally want their characters in the media and everything to look beautiful.
I just don't think that's necessarily true. Like, sometimes, maybe, and beautiful might not be the right word. I think expressive, like self-expressed. I don't think beautiful is the right word here. I think women like to, especially in video games and stuff, like, express themselves if they are, like, making their own characters. And if they are not making their own characters, I think, like, just if they like the character, it has nothing, like, I don't think it has to be a beautiful character for a woman to be like, I like that character. That's so stupid and shallow and weird. This guy's brain is just so sad.
And one of the big examples of this is
invite me on the show, Shad. I'll give you a popularity boost.
My hate, but it's the Barbie movie. They cast Margot Robbie, beautiful actress in the film, right? And it was a celebration of, like, in terms of embracing pink fashion and all that stuff and being girly and everything. There was that aspect of the film. It was subversive feminist propaganda slop.
There were Barbies in that I'm sure that you're very upset about.
But there was that aspect, and women loved it.
Okay, so the Barbie movie is about Barbie, a literal idealized woman character, and you didn't get the movie. Like, remember when she sat down on the bench and looked at the old lady that you said is not beautiful, and she cried and said, "You're so beautiful"? Do you remember that moment? I think Barbie movie holds up. I think it has, like, pretty good vibes overall. I think it's good. Go watch Barbie movie for pretty good vibes. 8.5, 9 out of 10 for the genre. My opinion. It's right up there. It's like Superman levels of good vibes.
They love, like, prettiness, girliness and stuff. And that film, out of all the things that it did wrong, it didn't shame women for being feminine and girly.
Sure. But did you shame any of the women who were in that were not depicted as feminine and girly to the standard that you wish them to be? I bet he did. Women
like beauty and attractiveness in their media.
Imperfection and overcoming challenges is what I want to see in my media personally. Rumor Mage, and then you might be in for a treat when I finally finish my fantasy book, which is, of course, a fantasy heist novel series. Let's go! We found it. We figured out a place to put it in. I'm mentioning it again because I'm getting even further into it. I'm over 200,000 words. I'm in the last third of the book. It's happening! I have to keep saying these to stay accountable so I continue to make progress, okay? W plug. Let's go. It's not even actually for sale yet. Just wait.
And this idea that, the men who are saying that they are not playing this game because it has an ugly protagonist.
Okay, she's not ugly. This is ridiculous.
The attack and criticism that you guys are just sexist. What is wrong with you? How dare it's like
I don't think you're just sexist. I think you're more than just sexist. It's more than misogyny. It's you're kind of on some pedo shit. I know you don't realize that, but it's on some pedo shit when you idolize, like, smooth, young-looking faces and little tiny waists and emerging breasts. Oh my! Like, I hear how you guys talk to teenagers. Oh, ain't you getting big? Yeah, I mean, you're fucking gross. You're all gross. I know what you're fucking talking about. You don't want her to be a mom. You're upset that this is about a mom and not like Kratos' daughter, which you'd be all about if she was a hottie. All you'd have to do is have some goon bait and you'd be like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Those are advocates that those are activists that are not reflecting the real world when they say that type of bullcrap, okay? Because most women also prefer beautiful characters, and I've shared this example a number of times, but it really, like, stood out to me. So Conan Exiles, one of my more games I've played most of. As Hills vs. Babyface made a Conan Exiles server.
I'm going to be 100% honest. I lost about 10 words he just said. I can't understand his accent.
And we jumped on to play, and other girls in our sphere jumped on. X-Ray Girl, Cara Lynn, Nina Infinity, and stuff. And I was shocked.
He's calling these grown women girls. A bunch of girls jumped in to play. Like, I would not describe the game of D&D I play on the weekends every week where, oh yeah, it's me and some of my best boyfriends and the girls. We allow girls in our game. They're women. They're adults. It's just weird how he talks about them.
How sexually gratuitous they made their characters. Because I put on a mod that gave more freedom with
we had to add we had mods in. Yeah, you had mods in.
I added mods. Out of anyone on the server, the girls on the server made their characters with the biggest breasts, biggest butts, and they wore the skimpiest stuff out of anyone on that server. I was like, holy crap.
Oh, I can't believe your right-wing server is filled with pick-me's. That's fucking crazy, dude. Even so, if a bunch of ladies want to do that in a game, which, by the way, uses the Unreal Engine, I think, and or something like it. Like, everyone in that game is, like, buff as fucking weird and they walk funny. Live your life. I don't care. Make whatever you want. It's when you have an opinion about how they ought to look is when it's bad. I don't care if a bunch of women want to feel like they're hot and you find it hot that they're hot. What I really don't give a fuck about, neither do these women, is when they aren't performing for you and you have some kind of fucking opinion like they are, which is just creepy, kind of rapist shit if I'm honest. Like, it's just weird to have an opinion on how someone else ought to look for you. Very fucking weird.
Like, it was insane. Like, it was a little too big. Like, it was huge,
ridiculously big. And I was like, they're like, if a guy did that, they would be like chastised and all criticized for being
chastised,
misogynist for how dare you. Those are women doing that. My wife and daughter, they enjoy a game called Dreamlight Valley.
Are you gonna talk about how your wife and daughter like to have big titties in games? Please don't.
You make a character and they love making their characters look pretty. They love making their characters look pretty.
I'm not excited that he went from the huge titty thing to talking about his kid.
And when I'm making a character in like a role-playing game on Conan or anything like,
I think we missed the fact that he installed the mods to allow him to make the women more sexualized. Oh, he did do that, didn't he?
My avatar, I want him looking friggin' ripped. I want him to look heroic. I want to be He-Man, you know, and stuff. Because just as we were talking about with James Bond, this is escapist fantasy, right?
You want to escape from your body? You can do some escapist fantasy with that. I think if you're doing the same thing every time, I think maybe you should consider expanding your experience, you know?
And if you're watching something and you start to wish, you know, you do that wish fulfillment thing where you're in the role of the character, everything like that. If I was in a James Bond world and James Bond, I would want to look like James Bond. I would want to look ripped. I don't want to look like myself in escapist fantasy.
Have some dignity. I sometimes really like when there's chubby models for games. Like, I wish Baldur's Gate had chubbier models, because I would have definitely done it. Although I don't make myself in those games typically, but I still would have made a character like that. Any game that does that. I actually really like playing MLB The Show. I know, sports game, but that has guys with bellies of different sizes, and so you can choose a body that fits better. And I actually think, you know, the thick guy looks pretty damn good. Chubby Gale. There's a mod for his dad bod, but I think the clothes have a hard time with some of the chubby mods for other characters.
This is not hard. Yeah, exactly. This is not hard to wrap your head around. Okay.
This is what the quote from Tolkien where they had him.
Also, yeah. By the way, in the last God of War game, Fat Thor made people thirst. People liked this. People liked this a lot. People are saying that fat men are fuckable. Oh man.
They said he was childish for running fantasy. And he had a pretty awesome comeback to that. I forgot what
this genuinely looks worse to me. That's crazy. I don't know why they keep putting it on the screen and it's just offensive to my face.
Was a word for word, but it was kind of like very warlike. It's like, you know, he's like something like in war, when you're captured, you are supposed to try.
Why do these guys always go like, yeah, in war when you're captured? Bro, you're not in war, dude. You sit in your desk and you whine about video games and you cry. You cry every day that video games are too woke. That is your life. These two should go to war right now. Deploy them immediately.
Right, and so it's like it's my duty in this context to not only escape but bring as many people with me as I can. Essentially, that's kind of what his attitude was to escapist fiction.
Based.
A couple little boys on call with each other.
Because look, fiction is important, especially like life can get rough, life can get monotonous, life can get boring as well, and so the media that we seek for entertainment is important to help us deal with life, to enjoy certain things, to bring a bit more of a glimmer into life as well, and to also inspire us and help us strengthen us to get through life. On top,
if I can't come to the next God of War game, I will kill myself. I swear to God, if I'm not hard, I might as well just die. I'm like, how am I going to get through life without sexualizing the video game characters to a maximal degree? I'm pissed.
of that, and so the media we consume is important, and helping us escape and enter a fantastical world of adventure, beauty, and enjoyment is important. That's always played a role, and this.
Yeah, you don't sound reasonable. You sound like a fucking freak. That's why nobody watches this shit.
This is, like I said, a truism of life that is trying to be subverted because of largely insecure people who...
Brother, you're the insecure one. Like, what? You're the insecure one in the situation. Everybody else is totally fine with this.
who instead of like understanding this escapist fantasy, they see like beautiful people like that doesn't look like me, therefore it doesn't reflect reality, and you're a bigot for preferring that over people that look like me.
No, you're missing the critique, maybe on purpose. Like, the criticism here is not you're a bigot because you don't have my opinion. Your bad opinion is the bigoted thing. You're moreover, you're a freak. It's less about bigotry in this sense. More about you being like a little freak about women. Misogynistic, sexist, body shaming. Like, Debran Wool looks way better than anyone in Shadiversity's bloodline. You know what I mean? Why the fuck is he criticizing how anyone looks?
Now, the reasons why Western media seems to trying to go for either very average, plain-looking characters that are not like, conforming to conventional beauty standards, right? Mm-hmm. Or just making them flat-out ugly. The reasons why are multiple.
If you think this is an ugly person, you must fucking hate your wife. What is that about? Why would you even feel like this?
Okay, there seems to be a very prominent feminist cause of insecure women who want these characters to look like them.
No, literally, it's insecure men who want the characters to look like them, and or their standards they have for other people that are ridiculous. It's you that is doing the insecurity, Shad. It's always been you. Dude, let me on this call. I'll ruin his whole fucking day.
Because they'd be like, not enough men seem to be into them because they just look like average. And by the way, men will be into average looking women, okay? Because they're just like the woman who has a certain look that captures it. And men also understand there's a difference between fantasy and reality. And they understand that you seek after the woman that is within your league.
Oh my fucking God. This is pathetic. He's like, yeah, well, I settled with my wife because I knew I couldn't do any better, and she's kind of in the same position, so yeah, we're settling. No problem. Sorry, I'm a wife guy. I'm going to be 100% honest. Though my wife is clearly the most beautiful person on planet Earth, I have always done better than I thought that I would rank in his scale as well, so I think it's a skill issue, frankly. I think many people are beautiful, and you don't have to live a certain way and look a certain way. You certainly don't have to look like a child that Shadiversity would like to manipulate.
Okay? And so, but that seems to be not enough for some women, that they want to be acknowledged as beautiful as the supermodels. And if you don't do that, you're a sexist bigot.
Nope. I think you're a sexist bigot if you're trying to always weigh women's beauty in your hands or something. Like there's always some kind of like quotient a woman has to meet, and you can just walk around like a schlub all the fucking time, and you feel like, you know, doesn't matter.
And it's just pushing unrealistic beauty standards if you have it in media. So they need these characters need to look like real women, as they say.
Sure. I mean, no one has to look a certain way at all. That's not the argument. It's not they have to look like real women or they have to look like fucking fake hotties. It's that if you're doing gooner bait, it's shallow and bad. And if you're making a character that is inspired and they happen to be attractive and that, like the way that they express themselves, people find sexy or whatever, like that's a different thing. There are characters that are both sexy and real, you know? They did it with Arthur Morgan, for instance. I feel like Arthur Morgan's a good example of like it's pretty idealized, I think, in his idea of what a man is, but also he's like kind of like a normal guy the more you play that game, and it's not like he's not like this. He's somewhere in the Josh Brolin range of like above average looking, I think, maybe. But like I'm waiting for a one where they let you play the fat Arthur style type game. First RDR pro tag is ugly. I would agree because yeah, men are allowed to be ugly though.
Yeah, that's usually the calling is that it has to look like real women, right? This is what real women looks like, bigot.
Yep. But there's another cause for this, right? Because there's another part of this trend, this kind of weird trend, is not only women that look a bit more, you know, average to ugly. There is this trend of making women look a bit more manly. And like
it's also that the whole thing of they hate men so much that they will do whatever it takes to change their appearance based on what men like.
Is this the Control protagonist that we suddenly don't like now? Like, what is happening? I really genuinely think that these guys just have pedophilic tendencies, and they're like, these women look too aged and mature for me. Ridiculous. Is this Phoenix?
So if men like long hair, they'll cut their hair. If they like a wide hips, they'll make their characters with narrow hips.
If men like wide hips, they'll make their characters with slim hips. So when you see someone with slim hips, the idea in your head is they did this to me. I'm gonna be 100% honest. That's all I can take. That's it. That's all I got. That's my fucking limit on that. They're just gonna continue to show this until this other old guy shows up. I'm chilling on 20 more minutes of that for sure. Why do men think everything is about them? Because they are told that that's the case by their misogynist fathers. Women can be muscular and feminine. That sounds fucking woke, buddy. I think women can just exist, and if you find one attractive, that's cool, I guess. It's not about like I didn't grow up thinking, am I attracted to this character before I play it? It's just weird. Go get help. Stop it. Go get help.